Welcome to the Pizza Party. My name is Troy from troysweb.com. I have a number of YouTube channels that I am in the process of adding content to. They're in different genres, so YouTube requires I put them into different channels and different buckets. Check them out. Today, I'm going to show you how to overload and overcook a pizza. I'll show you the ingredients that I used or the products that I bought to make this. I didn't really use ingredients. I wouldn't call it, it's not a handmade pizza, dude. But this is where I excel. Overcooking and overloading my pizzas. Too much for too long. Yep. Here we bought Mama Mary's, and I have a bunch of great value Walmart products at the top because I am on a fixed income. And here we are. I have Italian seasoning, tomato sauce. I'm going to combine those two with a little bit of sea salt, and then I'm going to cut up that whole milk mozzarella. Eventually, we're going to talk about cheese. There's whole milk, skim milk, and wet stored or wet packaged, or I don't know. I bought a ball of it, and it's super melty and it's super soft and squishy, and it's good. But most mozzarella just has really a bland, non-existent flavor. That's why you got to add that $10 a pound pecorino romano, or at least a little parmesan. Give it a little bit of cheesiness. And you also see here that from another store, I have some sandwich size pepperoni. That's about a 3-inch disc of pepperoni. It's really good stuff. I love it. Now let's look at how to prepare this Mama Mary's crust. You'll notice on the right hand side of the screen there are cooking instructions, and it says brush the crust with olive oil, top the crust with your ingredients. Well, I put some olive oil down in the pan, I flipped the disc over, and then I turned it on, or I turned on the heat, and I got a nice color. I flipped it over. I wanted this thing to not be a dry, kind of mushy crust, but this is the first time I ever used this. It looks fairly decent, and it was serviceable to deliver cheese and meat, but I'm not bragging about it. I broke open that can of tomato sauce. I added some Italian seasoning and sea salt, and then I spread that onto the pizza disc. And I'm calling it a pizza disc because it's a pizza crust or a disc of dough. It's not dough, right? So it's not. I dare say this is a crust either. It's just kind of like stiff and brittle and dry and weird. So adding the olive oil, really helped maybe add a tiny bit of suppleness to that particular pizza disc or crust. But anyway, I laid down that layer of tomato sauce, which I had already seasoned, and then I put down more seasoning because I'm a saucy guy, or I'm a seasoning guy. I'm a spicy guy, whatever you want to call it. And then I cut up my mozzarella, and I threw that in the oven, and this is what that looked like. I pulled it out, covered it with more sauce, and then I covered it with some pepperonis, threw it back in the oven, and it was a serviceable pizza. I'm not going to say it was good. I'm not going to say it was great, because if I can't say it was good, I can't say it was great. But, it'll do in a pinch. Not my preferred method, but I did end up using the rest of these. It's a 3-pack of 6-inch pizza discs in the Mama Maria's. It's convenient to whip out a cheese and pepperoni sandwich on an open flatbread crust. It's not anything special. I didn't send these pictures to my mom. So anyway, visit my YouTube channel at Pizza Guy DIY and click that playlist button, because that will take you to this screen on the right hand side, and you hit that play all button, and bada bing bada boom, it'll play all my videos. And if you hit the button over on the left where that yellow circle is pointing to the Pizza Guy description, you'll find a link directly to troysweb.com where you can subscribe to my other YouTube channels, which don't have content, but I'm working on it, dude. Bear with me. Coming up, there will be a ton more stuff on this channel. I've already got a lot of things saved on the hard drive, and that's coming next. So please subscribe, click like, click the share button, and you might be surprised. You can send a link to this video by email, text message. You can put it on Twitter. You can put it on Facebook. You can put it on a number of other social media systems. just by looking at that share button. It's a trip. Very good little system there that I rarely have used, and I use it more and more often since I started using it. I'm emailing and texting links to videos to friends, and not my videos, but things that I watch. I'm like, oh man, my dirt bike buddy, he's gonna love this. So I will watch a dirt bike video and I'll share it with him, and bam, there it is. And then we have a texting conversation, or he'll call me. So anyway, it's really nice, really fun. Share button's cool. Leave a positive comment. I will comment. I will reply to everything I can. And hopefully we'll get a community built and some people helping one another make more and better pizza. That's it. Keep coming back.